Hi, this is Ozark Mountain Mama Amber
and Tina, and tonight we are going to talk to you guys about the nutrition and health stuff that we've been doing recently.
Yes.
So for those of you that know us or have watched some of our past videos, I know we talked a lot in one of our doc talks about how when we first met, we were going to the same gym, we were running, doing half marathons, all kinds of races. We were working out 4 to 5 or 6 days a week at a boot camp.
Yes.
Gym. I mean, we were really doing hardcore fitness. Yes. And over the last couple of years, we've fallen off the wagon.
Yep. Especially when COVID hit.
Yeah.
I was doing half marathons. And then COVID hit and all mine got switched to virtual. And I did finish them, but not as good.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just...
Like we both just lost all of our momentum.
Yeah.
And so I think each of us have kind of set the goal for this year to try to get back on track and take better care of our health and get back into, we like to play hard, and so we need to fuel our bodies properly and train our bodies properly to do the stuff that we want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you guys in this video what I've been doing to get my health back on track, and then we're going to do another video later on that Amber will talk about kind of what she's been doing.
Yep.
So I'm always a little bit hesitant to say that I've been doing keto because I feel like it's a little bit controversial. And honestly, from a long-term perspective, it's not something that I would typically support because I think that you need to eat all of your food groups. I think that sweet potatoes and bananas and all of those carb things are really good for you. They're really good and healthy for you.
You're shaking the table.
Sorry.
She's shaking the table.
I get so excited thinking about sweet potatoes because
the video's shaky. It's Tina shaking.
It's me. Okay. I'll settle down.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about all those carbohydrates I haven't eaten in like 2 months.
Oh. So speaking of 2 months, Tina, you've been on this kind of diet, or really not a diet, change.
Yes.
She's changing the way she eats.
Yes.
For 2 months now, pretty much, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So the goal the original plan was right after Thanksgiving, I was just going to start easing into low carb throughout the month of December because we had birthday dinners, we had Christmas dinners, Christmas parties at work, and I didn't want to, just be totally freaked out and not do those fun things. So, but I ended up getting into ketosis really, really quickly, like within 2 or 3 days.
And so what is ketosis for the ones of us that don't know what that is?
So whenever you deplete all of the carbohydrates, like, glucose out of your body, then your body has to switch over to burning fat for fuel.
Okay.
So when that happened, I felt fantastic. Lots of energy, lots of mental focus, sleeping really well at night. So I was like, well, I'm just going to go with it then,
Yeah.
And though I did cheat, on birthday dinners and things like that. But
she keeps pointing at me because it
was her birthday. And it was her birthday. So we had to go out to eat for your birthday.
Yes.
And it was good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so during the month of December, I lost 10 pounds like nobody's business. I mean, it just came off so quick. January has been a whole different story. It's been a lot harder in January. But the thing that I want to make really clear, though, about what I've been doing is that even though I say I'm not, a lot of people eat tons of cheese, tons of bacon, tons of meat. And
that's what I hear. Keto is you can have all the meats you want.
Yes, and you can. I don't feel good when I live on a ton of meat, and that's why I have dabbled with not eating meat in the past because I know that is something that works better for me. Right. Excuse me.
She has a jealous little puppy dog, and he wants to be in the video.
He needs to go to the groomer, so don't judge. Yes, I do eat cheese, and yes, I do eat meat. But every
time I talk to her, she's eating something with cheese.
Which I'm going to tell you, because you said that to me last time. Every time I talk to you, I feel like I'm talking about eating cheese, and I always say I don't eat that much. So I reevaluated a little bit, and I really started to pay attention, and I think I was eating more than I realized.
Oh, so it's good.
I was. And so a lot of keto recipes call for tons and tons of cheese. So I've really tried to back off and remember that cheese is not a food group. Cheese
right.
is just, it's a little extra, you know,
right.
it's like the sprinkles on your cupcake. It's not the whole thing. So I feel like I've been doing better with that. But overall, my running has improved. I've been running consistently, and my sleep is still good. I feel like my skin has cleared up some. I
think
it's
she
smoother.
looks beautiful, and I can see the weight. I can see that she has lost the weight, and that she does appear. I mean, you just look glowing every time I see
better.
you. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But I try to eat lots of vegetables. So omelets with lots of vegetables every single morning. Vegetables for lunch.
Now, with this, are you eating 3 meals a day, 5 meals a day with snacks? How is the structure?
I typically do 3 meals a day and 1 snack in the afternoon, just because it's a long time from my lunch till we have dinner at night. But I have to tell you, I'm addicted to peanut butter. It's so good.
That is one of the things that's been hard for me.
So
on my journey.
Yeah, and so my treat after dinner each night is I get a little bit of peanut butter and I melt it in the microwave, and then I put cocoa powder on it because it's very low carb. There's no sugar in cocoa powder. There's no carbohydrates in cocoa powder. It's loaded with antioxidants. So I melt my peanut butter, put cocoa powder in it, and then that's my treat.
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
So I still feel like I get dessert.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
walk us through like kind of one of your typical meals. Like you said, breakfast was an omelet, eggs, and veggies. So lunch would be...
Lunch, I'm going to show you my lunch.
Oh, okay.
So this is... Oh, I forgot the turkey. That's okay, though. I forgot the turkey. So my lunch every day is a pepper, usually red, but by the end of the week I only have green left because red's my favorite. So a green pepper, and then I just put cream cheese on it. And if you dry your pepper off first, it sticks better.
I was wondering why you were drying it off earlier.
Yeah, you need to...
And I'm like, why? But that makes sense.
The cream cheese will stick better. And I'm about to fumble and drop it. I feel like I should have washed my hands because I picked up my nasty dog.
Oh,
well.
That's why she's eating it.
Oh, well. Whatever.
I'll eat one of these.
Okay, yeah, you can have one of those.
Actually, I can't because on my journey, I can't have cheese. So no dairy. And dairy and me don't get along. So
yeah, y'all aren't friends anyway.
No, we're not
friends,
so
I'm friends with dairy.
Yeah.
But then, I just load up my pepper, and I feel really cliche doing this whole keto thing because another friend of mine said, you have to get TikTok because there are so many keto recipes on TikTok. So now I'm like, TikTok made me do it. Because that's what they say on TikTok. TikTok made me do it.
I don't know. I don't have TikTok and I don't watch TikTok.
It's trashy. Don't get it.
I'm not going
to. I only just thumb through and get the recipes. So bell pepper, cream cheese, everything bagel.
It's really good. I tried a little bit because it has all the seasonings I could actually have.
Just load it up, and then this is the thing on keto too, or on TikTok, how much it crunches. So, you hear that?
Yeah.
Super crunchy.
Yeah, it is.
I can
hear it. It does look delicious, though. I may have to try this when I get done with my 21 days for lunch.
Yeah. So normally I would put
cheese, light layer of cheese.
Yes. And so the thing that keeps you satiated on the keto diet is fat. So you can put plenty of cream cheese on there.
Right. And then you said you get turkey with this.
And then I put a little bit of deli turkey. I just get sliced deli turkey from from the deli at Walmart and put it on top of there. And so I've got my fat. I've got a little bit of a healthy carb in the pepper because there are little bits of carbs in your peppers. And then my protein. Okay. So that's good.
So keto is no carbs, or that's pretty much they don't want you having carbs?
You're supposed to be under 50 net carbs a day.
Okay.
So you take, if let's say something has 20 grams of carbohydrates in it, but it has 10 grams of fiber. So you would subtract the fiber, and then you're left with 10 net carbs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've had to really tweak mine a lot. there's been a lot of adjustments.
You have to listen to your body.
That, and
right?
I use a tracking.
Listen to your body.
Yes, and I use a tracking app too to help me. But back to your original thing with what do I eat in a day?
Okay. Yes. So that was breakfast was the
breakfast is an omelet.
This is lunch.
This is my lunch
with a little meat.
Yes. I've recently just started adding baby carrots. Carrots are really high in carbohydrates, so I don't eat very many. But I love them. So a few baby carrots.
She would love the thing that I'm doing because we eat carrots all the time.
They're so good for you. And they're crunchy. And they make you feel like you're eating chips or something. You know, like rabbit, you're really eating something.
Yes.
So a lot of times my snack will be some baby carrots or a cucumber with ranch dip. You know, usually some sort of vegetable will be my snack. Okay. Or a handful of nuts, you know. Mm-hmm. Avocados are another staple in my diet because they are loaded with healthy fats. Right. They are loaded with protein. They're loaded with potassium. They're just really, really good for you. So I eat an avocado almost every single day.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Like a half of one on my omelet and maybe half of one later on with whatever else I'm eating.
And then dinner?
Dinner, I try to eat whatever my family's eating, but just take out the heavy carbs. So I'm trying to think, like, if they have homemade pizza, then instead of putting all my pizza toppings on crust, I'll just put my pizza toppings in a little pie plate and cook it with no crust. Oh. So it's just a bunch of vegetables with melted cheese.
Okay.
I haven't experimented yet with like the cauliflower crust and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It seems a little shady to me. So
I love cauliflower though.
I love cauliflower, and I'm telling you, one of my new favorite things is cauliflower rice.
I have some to try. It's in my freezer, but I haven't tried it yet.
So good. So one of the things that we have every week for dinner, just grilled chicken breast on the stovetop with Olive Garden Italian dressing. So just marinate your chicken in that, cook it on the stovetop. And then
meat so bad.
Oh man. But then with your cauliflower rice, chop up some peppers, some zucchini, some squash, whatever vegetables you have on hand, and just put that all together.
Sounds good.
Delicious.
You have some vitamins and some stuff here that you've been taking, correct?
Yes.
To help.
So I used to take this multivitamin every single day. Okay. And it was great. Life was great. And then when I started doing keto, and then I started reading about intermittent fasting and how it goes really hand in hand. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try intermittent fasting. I'm shaking the table again. Sorry. Well, I'm going to try that. Uh-huh. Well, I can't take this vitamin on an empty stomach because it makes me sick. So I would think I'll take it later in the day, and then I wouldn't. And then I developed tinnitus. And I didn't know what was causing it at first. Mm-hmm. And then I started noticing that every time I would eat, my ears would stop ringing.
Stop ringing.
Stop ringing. The tinnitus would go away for a little while when I would eat. So then I started going down the Google rabbit hole of low carb, ringing ears, keto, tinnitus. Turns out there's a thing called metabolic tinnitus. And there's all kinds of scientific stuff that I don't understand.
Okay.
But long story to the short, I think I had a B vitamin deficiency.
Oh.
And
really?
Yes. I know. I had the ringing ears. My tongue hurt. Y'all, it was weird. My tongue hurt. It was so weird. And my back was starting to hurt really bad. And all of those are signs of a B vitamin deficiency. So then I started making it a point to start taking my vitamin every single day. And now I feel fine again. This is just a multivitamin. I get it at Walmart. It's called Women's Energy Alive. The reason I like this one is because it has a power blend. Power blend, y'all, of fruits and vegetables. So it's not just your typical vitamin A, B, C, D, whatever, but it has a lot of other stuff too.
But you, going back to the fasting, you said that didn't really work for you, correct? Or are you still kind of using it? Because we have talked about this fasting before, and you were saying that was kind of when you were in the middle of the issues, I think.
Yes. So I feel like fasting is one of the things that really threw me off for the month of January. Okay. That really caused me just to be out of sorts. So the 16-hour fast, which is, the popular, super effective fasting, it didn't work for me and running.
Okay.
So
you couldn't do both.
I couldn't get that to work for me. The eating times and the running, and I didn't feel good, and I was hungry a lot.
Okay.
So I have cut back to doing a 12-hour fast, and I have started trying to do my running in the evening instead of in the morning in a fasted state.
Okay.
And it's much better.
Good. Okay.
So,
and then what's this brain octane?
This is MCT oil. And if you do anything with keto, you're going to read about MCT oil, which is a medium chain triglyceride. It's coconut oil. It's coconut oil.
Okay.
It's coconut oil. It's a healthy fat.
Okay. You get the keto fat.
Fat.
Like they're just fat.
Healthy fat.
It's crazy how much fat you can have on keto.
Yes. I'm really not smart enough to tell you guys all about the scientific way that this works.
We don't need that.
But I've lost 14 pounds and boom.
Less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
And you haven't been completely
faithful.
No. Right. So 14 pounds, 2 months. That's wonderful.
But this MCT oil, I put a tablespoon of this in my coffee in the morning times. What? I can have coffee. And I can have sugar-free creamer. But I just feel like it's bad for you, so I don't eat. I don't drink a lot of it. But I do drink some. Even in the evenings. I have some coffee. So the thing is, these magic little things, they like make your body produce more ketones. So then your body's using more fat for energy, and it's magic. That's all I know. It's magic.
But it's working for you. The key is this is working for you at this moment.
Yes.
And you are still exercising and still working out.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yes. And I feel good.
And she looks good.
Thank you. My disclaimer, though, is that I do not recommend you cut out a food group. I think that's bad in the long run. This is not something I will do for a long time because I'm going to eat sweet potatoes and bananas and all of those good, healthy foods.
Right.
But for me, I had to get myself under control.
On track.
I had to get off the sugar. I had to break. I really think that you get addicted to processed food. You get addicted to sugar.
Completely.
And I was an addict of sugar. Like, for real. So this has definitely helped me break all of those cycles, get back onto healthy foods. And eventually, like I've said, I've added back in carrots. So as I move, forward, I will add back in those healthy carbohydrates.
Right.
So I don't think this is something you should do for the whole rest of your life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But I think it's a great way to get you on track. Because that was my thing. Like, I needed to get back on track to eating healthy. Okay.
Yeah. Good. So that's it.
That's her keto, but her own version of keto.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you go on Pinterest, you'll see stuff like ketotarian. It's a new word that somebody made up. That's like keto vegetarian. Because there's a lot of people that don't eat meat.
Right.
For a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
So you can do keto without doing all of the bacon and the cheese and all of that, crazy stuff. I'm just trying to be a little healthier about it.
Right. So. And it's working.
Thank you.
It is working for her.
Thank you. I feel good.
So, you guys, this was Tina's version of what she is on, the keto. And we hope you enjoyed it. And if you like our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. And this is kind of like our dock talk during the winter time.
Yeah.
So, because we don't want to be out on the dock. It's cold. It snowed. So, but this is Ozark Mountain Mama Amber.
And Tina.
Out.